I just wonder how much money
Mr. Speaker, every time the minister claims
exactly are they going to send to the hurricane?
I don't know why people are doing it, but drop a salt emoji in the chat. Why not? Let's salt it up. Let's salt it up. Let's get salty. Drop a salt emoji right now.
The minister
salt,
is
salt,
protecting
salt, not pepper, salt.
not refugees. We believe protecting migrants means allowing them to come through the front door at border crossings safely and without abuse. Why is the minister choosing Roxham Road and the smugglers' racket instead? The Honourable Minister.
Yeah.
Mr. Speaker.
Listen, I know they have.
Suppose that each person entering at Roxham Road is.
I know that they have a budget to keep. I understand that.
What the block is saying.
Dude.
Our country.
Why wouldn't they just go through the proper way to get into the country?
Has a budget, but keep in mind, Trudeau did spend $100 million to the LGBTQ movement, and I reported on that in my other video. So I hope that
they really don't know what they're talking about.
the Hurricane Relief Fund will be
from the choice to make Roxham Road
as
are those who get federal
much,
contracts.
or maybe if not more.
Has already
I don't
cost
know.
At least $500 million.
I don't know
we don't
really.
Know the exact amount because the federal government refuses to disclose all its contracts. This is worrisome because
more word salad in politics. This is politics as usual. They're going to be okay. Here's comment. I'm in Nova Scotia. Trees are draped all over the power lines everywhere. Yeah.
Contracts, all the amounts, and all
and houses are now in the ocean.
Yo.
Houses are now.
Dude, he's so fast today.
Houses are now in the ocean.
For his question.
So
transparency and accountability are critically important to our government.
So
and
entire homes are
in terms
gone.
Of the Roxham Road situation is that we are delivering open, fair, transparent procurement processes while continuing to obtain the best value for Canadians. And of course, divulging confidential contract information would violate
most of these comments I don't understand.
The honourable member.
Bro, the salt is for salty
yes,
cracker.
Lillian Lovely says, just send some help already. I agree, 100%.
Dr. Leslie Lewis in the house.
Let's hope that they actually do that and not beat around the bush.
Now spends 43% of their income on taxes, which is more than they
give them a tax
food,
break, please.
Shelter and housing combined.
Shelter and housing is costing Canadians a fortune.
Measures of cutting back on food. Will the government end their planned tax increases on gas, home heating, and groceries, and have some compassion for suffering Canadians?
Yes. Yes.
It's good to see you.
Exactly. That's very good. Thank you.
Times are tough for Canadians. That's why we've put forward a fiscally responsible plan to support them. And here's some good news. Conservatives are starting to get on board with our plan. They announced on Sunday that they are supporting the GST tax credit. That's going to give up to $500 to hardworking Canadians.
Misinformation, disinformation.
It's time for the Conservatives to understand there's a lot of Canadians who need help paying the rent, the $500 one-time payment.
Bro, it doesn't pay half of somebody's rent anywhere in the country.
We'll see the light on this great policy too.
The honourable member for Haldeman Norfolk.
Kate Klein
Mr. President,
Stuber. This is food price.
Cannot afford to pay for this government's reckless inflationary spending and deficits.
Inflation and food.
This government's planned tax hikes will drive up the cost of living.
That was an L.
Affect rural Canadians,
cost of living,
low-income families, and vulnerable populations the most. This government is out of touch with the struggles of everyday Canadians. So
what's Trudeau going to do? Arrest people again? Are they going to arrest people again for protesting against this? Because some people are struggling. They're really okay. I gotta mute this for a minute. Okay, I gotta stop because there's too much commotion. Like, okay, people are living in cars right now. People are living week to week, paycheck to paycheck. Okay. I've seen it happen. I've experienced this firsthand. I've tried to explain this to my parents when I came home, and they're still out of touch. They just don't understand. They don't get it. it's a miracle that I was actually able to last this long, because I've been not eating for a period of a few days at a time sometimes. And what is happening right now with Canada, the fact alone that Justin Trudeau, like, me being unbiased, like, he did spend $100 million towards a organization which it could have been spent better, like helping Canadians to find jobs or create jobs, or find a way to help stimulate the economy in this country, aside from bringing in refugees. And this is the problem that we're having right now to deal with. And when liberals are seemingly out of touch, I was actually speaking with a liberal government chick, but she was okay. I think that she's not entirely oblivious as to what's going on, but some people have it better than others. I'll say that. I've just been getting by as a struggling artist / YouTuber, and you know what? I don't doubt that this video is probably not going to be seen by many people, but let it be known that what had happened these past couple of years with the pandemic, it's ruined lives. People have lost their jobs, their livelihoods. They're struggling to make ends meet. And these people, who, especially in Parliament, they're, I think, out of touch. There's a lot of people that are big speakers. They talk big, but when it comes to action and actually budgeting, Justin Trudeau, I think he's one of the worst things that has ever happened to Canada, hands down, because even a little kid would understand the difference, you know, between what's, you know, what people need and what some people want. Like, he's not even thinking about the majority. And when he calls the small fringe minority, it's ironic, because he's talking about Canadians in general. He's talking about truckers. He's talking about families who are trying to put bread on the table and try to make a living. And he donated $100 million to help the LGBTQ IA X, Y, and Z. It makes me so furious I could blow. But instead, I'm just gonna make this video. And reading these comments, that's some people, I mean most people are like, salty, she's on drugs. I mean, they're not on drugs. They're just demon possessed, I believe, though. I believe that the further that they're straying away from the right, you know, politics, they think that conservative and right wing is bad. But these types of decisions that they're making, it's not good. They have to put aside their politics. I don't know, because there's corruption. I mean, when you think in terms of left and right, you gotta start thinking in terms of right and wrong, not right and left, right and wrong. And these people that need help, there's no way that they're going to be able to talk around this when justifying spending $100 million on trans filth, corrupting the schools and the churches, when they could have been spending it towards something good, like helping men who are born here, who are trying to make a living. And that's probably gonna upset some people, because they're left and they want their cake and eat it too, but that's just not how the world works. We have to get back into reality, because if we don't, many of us are not even going to see 2023 because of how we're just surviving. We're living in cars, we're trying to find work, but they keep on giving it to the people from overseas. They keep employing these people and turning a blind eye to men like us who are now dying, and they're slowly losing their minds and losing hope. And suicide is an actual problem in this country now. mainly men, because men can't find good women and men can't find good help. And I know that people on social media won't even dare talk about that, but that is true. And people, they have to really understand the reality of the situation. All jokes aside, this is not a joke. Trudeau, he is a dictator. He's a piece of shit working with the WEF. He's a globalist. He is not for the Canadian citizens. And he deserves to be in jail for what he did. I don't care what other people, good things have been said to Justin Trudeau. He deserves what's coming to him. And mark my words, they can censor guys like me 100 times. The truth will always come out. And God has the final say. God will be the final judge. And I'm no one right now. I'm just a disgruntled Canadian who could see things for as they really are, and no fooling. I'm very sad what happened with this country, and people, they treat this as a big joke. We'll wait and see now how people are going to react. If they do not get to turn this country around by 2023, there's going to be not only like a divide, but there's going to be probably, this country will probably be completely destabilized. Canada will be gone the further we stray away from our heritage, from our culture and our way of life. Good men have died protecting this country and its freedoms. In fact, I'm going to share that with another video now, later. I've been visiting a monument while I was at home, and I was trying to pay my respects, but I'm not going to say too much about that. Just understand that wars have been fought to try and fight for freedom, and now I see Canada being destroyed from within, not from other outside parties or countries trying to invade Canada, but Canada has been corrupted and broken down from the inside. And Justin Trudeau, he's not for the people. He is an enemy of Canada. Anyone who says otherwise, just as bad, just as guilty. That's the way I see it. And yeah, again, these liberals, they're gonna pay one day. And that's all I gotta say about that. Yeah. God bless. Thank you for watching. Stay crafty. Good night.